Continuing along on my Fortress campaign, this is Act 2, March of the Undead. Looks like a little bit of a smaller map, but we'll see how that goes. We've only got 12 rounds to complete it, and to win I must flag all settlements and mines on the map, excluding these two tiles down here, and I cannot enter the obelisk field until I flag everything else. Then I can go in the obelisk, which will teleport me to the end of the scenario. So, I have my starting resources, 10 gold, 1 valuable, 3 building materials. I have these 2 structures already built. I'm Adrienne again. I have my deck, which I composed from 5 cards of the last scenario, plus my basic starters. And I have skeletons that appear in every neutral combat starting off, and then as the game progresses, skeletons, packs of wraiths, and other things will happen. That is about it. My starting bonus, I chose to add a few lizardmen, a few dragonflies, and a few basilisks. Gave me the option for marksmen, griffins, and crusaders, but I don't really want the castle units this time. And I have not set my production up yet. Got to do that. But that's the match. Let's get started. The Death Knight's Shadow. Freeing the Erathian-Tatalian border from the grasp of the undead, you push further into Tatalia, fearing what you see. With the conclusion of the Restoration War, Lord Hart's necromantic cult has disbanded and went into hiding. It appears they have resurfaced and resurrected their leader. Lord Hart was raised from the dead and is now sweeping through Tatalia, creating an undead army of mammoth proportions. Now he walks the Tatalian lands, a Death Knight. If I am going to continue my hunt for the dead warrior, I will need help. I hope my countrymen will be wise and not shun a hero who embraces fire magic. With these dark thoughts, you try to fall asleep, but the moment you close your eyes, Baltrin rushes into your tent. "Adrienne, there's trouble with the men! Come, quick!" Throwing on clothes, you stumble sleepy-eyed out into the camp, straight into a free-for-all. Tatalians and Erathians are brawling. A huge fist fight has engulfed the camp. "Stop this, now!" Your strong voice carries, but none listens. Vainly you shout again, and know it will only give you a sore throat. From deep within, you call the anger needed to release the power of fire. The unleashed flames soar high into the sky, and men quickly scramble for cover. Letting your temper cool, each man warily keeps their distance as you stalk through the camp, looking for their instigators. It's easy to find them. 2 hot-headed cavaliers were disciplined twice already for inciting the mighty Gorgons within the ranks by trying to ride them. Now, one of the troublemakers lies dead, having discovered why most don't lock eyes with a mighty Gorgon. Staring coldly at the remaining cavalier, you wordlessly snag the fool in one hand. Gritting your teeth, you manage to utter these words: "There will be no more fighting." The camp jumps as you punctuate the last word with a small burst of fire from your free hand. The cavalier will need to change his shorts. Dropping him, you stalk back towards your tent while Baltrin takes over, scolding them further and arranging for healing of the wounded and burial of the dead. Sadly, the bad day does not end here. Near the entrance, the scouts await you with their reports. The news is not good. The first to return did not get far before running into groups of the undead. It seems the Death Knight had an ingenious thought. His troops were left to guard the dwellings of all citizens of Tatalia. When the new recruits ready to fight for Tatalia emerged, the undead attacked. Powerful magics were placed so if a group of undead simply stayed in the area, their numbers would cause the fallen Tatalians to rise from the dead and join the ranks of the enemy. With this tactic, the Death Knight's armies will swell each week and soon be unstoppable. The next few scouts reported that this tactic being used in a widespread manner. The undead must be cleared from the land, and the Tatalians freed from their bony grasp. Fatalia? Wonder why I threw that in there. Oh well. Alright, for the first round, I'm going to give up my 10 gold right away. With this speed mattering the most, I'm going to recruit this guy. My hand limit is 4. I have to shuffle and deal my cards before I get ahead of myself here and start buying recruits. But I'll just say that I did that anyway. Alright. Dragon scale armor, attack, fly, and boots of speed. Not bad. Well, I'm going to use this as an instant right away and give my hero +1 movement. Okay, looks like I have to go down this way. Spend a movement to go down there. Spend a movement to discover this tile, which I will just do this. I'll spend a movement to go here. Observation tower lets me flip up another tile, so we'll just do that one. And then with my last movement, I will, let's see, that's a level 3 encounter. Alright, I don't fail the mission if I don't complete a combat, so I am going to spend my last movement and hope in one round that I can defeat 3 enemy units. So we'll go here and try it out. Alright, a few skeletons automatically replace one of the bronze tier units. The other bronze tier will be lizard men. And then we also have a silver tier unit, nomads. Okay, well, let's begin. And I have 8 with the dragonflies. 5, 5, 4, 4, 4. Okay, I'm going to go first with the dragonflies. And I am going to do 1, 2. Stop there. And I will do this empowered attack to give my dragonflies +2 attack, which puts them at 5. So 5 against 1, 4. Nomads are out. Okay, this is for later. Now, that's an activation on my dragonflies. 5, 4, 5. Okay, I am next with basilisks. We will go 1, 2, 3. And I will use the dragon scale armor to give my basilisks +2 to their attack. So that's 6. 5 against defense of 0. Still enough. Dead. And 5. My gnolls are going to go. They've got an attack of 2. And they start off as a pack. 2 against defense of 1. It's going to be 1 damage. Skeletons retaliate at -1. So 1 against defense of 1 negated. That's retaliation. Lizard men going to get an attack in at 2. 3 against defense of 1 is enough. Skeletons are dead. Got to keep them aside. All right. Not bad, and that was a level above me, so, or well, 2 levels above me, so I actually get 2 experience points, and I go up to level 2, which allows me to get some cards. And my options are going to be learning. Play this when hero is about to level up. Advance their experience level by an additional half level. Ooh. That is probably what I'm going to take. And scouting. Yep, learning. Alright, now this guy is going to go up here. It's a level 1 encounter. They flee in terror because I am technically level 2. Treasure. Get an experience point. Whenever your secondary hero gains something, since they can't have it, it goes to your main hero. So there's a half-level experience point. And movement there. Not bad. Good round 1. At least I think so. Alright, round 2. Refreshing movement. I do not get this one because that was just for the Boots of Speed. I don't believe that it is a permanent upgrade. Flip my population token back over from recruiting my hero. And it is in Astrologer's round. So, Astrologers proclaim Week of the Blue Sky. Until next Astrologer's round, all spells from the Air Magic and Water Magic schools are cast at +1 power. Okay, I don't really have much there. My hand limit is still 4. I will get Knowledge. And Knowledge. Lame. Well, move this one here. Forgot to flag that I got that chest. Get the resource die. And that's going to be +6 gold. clink some coins in the old coffers here. And we also now have another movement point. We're going to go down here. These monsters flee in terror, but I flag it. And that increases my building materials production. And since I am the first to flag it, I get the production right away. And now, I'm level 2. Let's go to the Scholar here. Okay, it's a level 2 encounter, which is on normal. 2 bronze tier units. So, first off, it seemed to be a pretty decent setup here. Lizardmen. Skellies always show up. And dwarves with worse initiatives, so they go there. Alright, let's hack down these fools if we can. 8 dragonflies are first, and we will do right here. We'll just go right for it, even though last time I had those switched. Dragonflies. 0, 3 against defensive 1. That's going to be 2. They retaliate. At +1. So 3 against defensive 0 is dead dragonflies. Well, 5 basilisks are up. We will do basilisks on dwarves. And that's going to be 4 against defensive 1. It's going to be enough. Dwarves are out. Gnolls heading up for a double-headed flail swing here. 0. And that's going to be 2 against defensive 1. 1 damage. Skeletons retaliate. +1. 3 against defensive 1. It's 2. And that's an activation on them. And now the lizardmen. 2 at -1 is nothing. And now the skeletons will attack the gnolls. At +1, that's enough to kill the gnolls. Crap. Well, not kill them. Drop them down to few. And gnolls are going to retaliate. At -1, yeah. Well, that stinks. I didn't want to use my movement point, but I guess I have to keep this going. New round. I was able to defeat tougher units with, well, I had cards. -1, 3, that's enough. Couldn't do 1 more damage to the skeleton. Now my army is whittled a little bit. Okay, either way, that is going to be an experience, which levels me up to level 3. However, I am going to play Learning as an expert effect. Play when the hero is about to level up. Advance their experience level by an additional level, then remove this card. So now I'm level 4. My hand limit is 5. I get my level 4 power. And that'll be in my deck now. And then from leveling up to level 3... I have a choice between Estates or First Aid. I'm going to take Estates. And I'm sorry, when you gain cards, they go into your hand, not your discard pile. So now that I am level 4, I can do 2 expert effects. So for my second expert effect this turn, I'm going to gain 6 gold right away. That'll help right before a resource round. And now let's check out the Scholar. +1. Draw 1 chosen statistic card or remove one of the statistic cards from your hand. Yikes. Okay. I am going to draw a statistic card, and I'm going to draw Attack. Actually, I think like drawing other cards, I don't know if I get to choose or not, so I just randomly drew one from face down, and I got a Power. So, that is that. The Scholar has been visited. And this, I forgot to flag that mine. I completed that, which bumped my valuables income up by 1, and I flagged it, so I got 1. I forgot to do that last turn. That was part of round 1. Let's see, what can I do? What can I do? We are going to cast Fly. I'm gonna, no, I used my 2 expert effects. We'll do that next turn. We'll just go here, and we will flag this witch hut. Well, not flag it. We will visit it, and nope, I don't want that. That old witch taught me nothing. Ooh. Cast it +1 power. Nope, still not worth it. So before I end, I'm going to do this as an instant. Search your deck for 3 cards. Then shuffle your cards from the discard pile into the deck. So I get, man, an instant draw 3? That seems really strong. I believe I pick 1. When you search, you pick 1. Otherwise, it would say draw 3. So, out of Empowered Power, and Dimension Door, I'll take Empowered Power, and then neither of those 2. Okay. Then shuffle your cards from your discard pile into your deck. And I'll show you why I did that here in a second. Alright, shuffled up. I'm going to cast Fly, and because it's Week of the Blue Sky, this is cast at an immediate +1 power. I will spend my Empowered Power as an instant to put it up to 3, and then this power as an instant to put it up to 4, and then I will play an Empowered Knowledge. Play this card after casting a spell. Instead of discarding the spell card, take it back into your hand. And then during this combat round, spell limit is increased by 1. So, I cast Flight at full power, which gives me +2 movement. And I spent those cards, so got 2 movement again, which I will spend 1 to go here. And because I'm level 4, this gold mine is immediately flagged by me. And production goes up. I get 5 gold. And we flag it. So that was an even better round 2. If I didn't have that combat, I probably could have got that windmill. But hindsight being what it is, doesn't matter. So that was round 2. Alright, and in round 3, until the end of the round, all combat encounters on the map are increased by 1 level, and all bronze tier units are replaced with skeletons and zombies for the first 2 bronze tier units drawn in neutral combats. Anyway, birthdays are the worst. Today is a depressing day for you. It is your birthday. Unlike so many others, you cannot celebrate with your family, and not even your countrymen would celebrate the event with you. Quietly, you go into the forests to be alone and contemplate. A day of quiet would be nice, but a few hours in the early morning shall have to suffice. At least, that was what you had hoped for before you heard the familiar voice of your advisor. "My lady, there is trouble." You turn to him, trying not to show any emotion on your face. "An outside witch has come to the area in order to aid us. She was pleased to find we were already working hard to rid Titalia of this plague, until she found out about you, Adrienne. Your use of fire magic has caused her to leave, going to the leaders in order to report on your transgression. Her fear may very well cause our efforts to be for naught." Baltron's face is solemn. He has been a good advisor, honest and forthright. You are waiting for the bad news. There is always bad news. "If she does make it to the leaders, it'll be several weeks from now. Then she must wait in order to present her case. With the advent of the Festival of Life in Krulod, they will be waiting to see who will be the new king, if there is indeed one. Until Krulod's new leader is assessed, our leaders will want to keep heavy forces on their border." He paused, seemingly waiting for your response, but after a few seconds of silence, he continues. "Still, once all of that has been determined, the leaders will be able to turn their attention to you. If we fail, they will blame you, even if none of this is your fault, because of your use of fire magic. The Italians will shun you, unless their lives are in jeopardy. He spat on the ground, disgusted at his people's view of fire magic. Only with such knowledge have you been able to rid the border of those undead, and now free the citizens. People have such short memories. Nevertheless, you know the moment the new Crulodian king is elected and the leader's hands are free, all eyes will be on you. You are running out of time. We should be well clear of this area by then. Hopefully, hot on the trail of the real menace. I agree, my friend. My choice and power is my burden to bear. It is not the one you have to bear as well, you say to him, knowing his answer. That is rubbish, and you know it. His words bring a faint smile to your face. Now we get back to the matter at hand. We've heard grim news from the rescued. It seems that some tried to cheat death and chose to hide in nearby underground caverns, but the undead followed them in there. We need to destroy these abominations before it's too late. You nod in agreement. The day is bad enough, and you just want a moment of peace for yourself. Baltrin leaves, and you listen to his steps subsiding in the distance. Finally alone, if only for a short while. All right, and it is a resource round. So that means 20 gold. Two building materials. And a valuable. Okay. Refresh my movement points. Draw a new hand of cards. My hand limit now being 5. I'm going to use my Angel Wings right away. Chosen hero gains +1 movement and can move through any fields without resolving them. The last visited field must be resolved normally. Can move through them, but I'm going to want to move through them, I believe, or activate them. So we're going to spend a movement, the extra movement, to flip this bad boy. Ooh, put a settlement right. Chow. We're going to go there. And now we are going to cast Dimension Door. Do I want fly? No. Okay. Air magic is cast at +1 power. I am going to I'm going to cast Fly, which puts it at 1 power, which is nothing, but I'm going to spend Dimension Door as a power, and then I will use my Empowered Knowledge to put Fly back into my hand, which gives me +1 movement for this turn. So I get that movement back that I used from Angel Wings, and I am going to bold, I charge. Let's go into this settlement, which is a level 4 encounter, which means on easy, it's 1 bronze, 2 silver. So zombies are first, because skeletons are listed second in the rulebook. Before I fight, do I want to do anything over here? You're allowed to do that before combat starts. Let's see, what do I want to do here? You don't need to watch me think, so I'm going to pause. With 8 gold, 5 building material, and 1 valuable, I'm going to build a citadel. For 13 gold, I'm going to buy gorgons and dragonflies. And then for 14 gold, I'm going to increase my gorgons to a pack. All right. Now, shift this wizard man to the back. Okay. That's going to be basilisks and crusaders. All right. And we begin the match. I'm going to spend this just to get rid of the card. During this combat, all your spells from the School of Fire Magic are cast at +1 spell power. I don't have any. I think Magic Arrow is the only one that falls under that school. but I don't want that in my hand for next round. So, let's begin. 5, 8 is the number 1. We're going to send the dragonflies right up here. At +1, which increases their defense by 1. So 4 against a defense of 2. 2 damage to the zombies. That's an activation. Zombies retaliate at 0. So 2. Now 6. Yes, I've got 6. 1, 2. We'll stop the Gorgons there. After the attack, roll 2 attack dice. On a 0, decrease the target unit's health to 0. So I'm going to attack the Crusaders at -1. That's 4 against defense of 2. That's 2. Then after the attack, I'm a double 0. Double +1. Okay. Crusaders retaliate. -1. It's 2 against defense of 2. Nothing. Retaliated. 5. I've got 5 as well. So we'll do basilisks attacking basilisks. -1. 3 against defense of 1. That's 2. Activated. Oh, on a -1. Outcomes on the attack die. Unit gains paralysis. Okay. So, paralyzed. I probably forgot that last time. Anyway. That is going to be the Crusaders now. Because they don't retaliate. They're paralyzed. Crusaders attacking Gorgons. At 0. Gorgons have a defense of 2. Plops down 1. During any attack, roll 2 attack dice and resolve the higher result. Okay, -1. Okay. Gorgons. Retaliating. At -1. 4 against defense of 2. It's 2. Still enough. Crusaders are out. The basilisks are up, but they just get rid of their paralysis token. We will do lizard men taking a shot on the zombies. 0. Okay. A +1. Okay, so 2 against defensive 1. That's enough to kill the zombies, which is just what I wanted. Okay. Activated. Gnolls. Kind of wanted the basilisks to attack. I wouldn't have to spend a movement point then. Gnolls need a +1. Nope. So 2. That's 1 more damage. +1. Gnolls are dead. I'm probably not going to buy the Gnolls again. And I got to spend a movement to keep the battle going. But this is going to be the round. Two against defensive 1. That's still just enough. Basilisks dead. Okay. That was considered a level 4 encounter. So I go up by half an experience point. I flag this. I'm going to increase my gold income. And that is flagged settlement. I'm going to spend a movement point to go here, which gives me an experience. Bumps me up to level 5. Scholar. Yep. Yeah, Scholar. Not even going to look at the other one. Scholar's so good. Visited. And then I've got another movement point, so I might as well go visit a Scholar. +1. I will choose a statistic card, and I will draw another one. Alright, I did get an attack this time. Thank goodness. I did not want another knowledge. Not a huge fan of that one. There's no encounter there, right? Yep. Alright. Secondary hero has to go this way. This guy's not even out of the starting tile. And we are at the trading post. I do believe I'm not going to trade. Alright. Round 4. This was flipped. I have to flip it back. Move up on the round track. Get my 3 and my 2 movement points back. New Astrologer's Round. Astrologers proclaim it Week of the Greedy Dragon. At the beginning of the next resource round, all players gain 1 less valuable down to a minimum of 0. Boo. That stinks. Guess I can't have everything go my way as much as I'd like. My hand limit is now 6. 4, 5, 6. Ooh, this is a pretty decent hand. Okay, well, instant as an expert level effect. Gains 6 gold. I will take that. Secondary hero is going to go here and here, and that is level 2 encounter, so no fight. Ooh! Why did I roll that? It's an artifact. No experience. That was a pointless roll. You can choose between Loins of Legion or Endless Bag of Gold. Well, I will choose the Endless Bag of Gold and immediately as an instant remove this card and gain 6 gold. I don't want those cards clogging up my deck, so I will choose the instant gratification. But, like winning the lottery, choosing the heavily taxed instant option may not pay off in the future. But, we're not playing the lottery here. That's visited. Movement point here. There's no reason for me to gain that stuff. I gotta go. Well, maybe. Hold on. Fly. What happened to my scholar card? Did I put that? I didn't. That does not go. That's in my hand. That attack would be on top of my deck. Because that was the last card drawn. Okay. It is no longer Week of the Blue Sky. So I will still do it. I'll fly, cast flight, use this as an expert level effect for 2 power, and we will gain a movement, which I will spend immediately to go here, roll 2 treasure die, choose 1 result. I will choose the experience. Thanks. The experience that I should have got earlier. Well, not technically should have got. The experience that I rolled for earlier for no reason. Rolled for? Get out. Okay. Visited. I'm just burning along. My dad emailed me a little bit ago after watching some of the last match, and he says, what did I always say? Logistics, logistics, logistics. And he's correct. I was cutting it a little tight last match. I just gained 3 gold from this sawmill. And I'm trying to get more mobility across the board. We'll spend a movement point to go here. I cannot enter that obelisk until everything is flagged. So that would be level 5. These are... I don't want to do this yet. So we will spend a movement point instead to go to this trading post. Alright, and now City Hall, 3, 6, 9, 10 gold. And Nope. Don't have the building material for it. That stinks. Huh. Oh well. Can't do what I wanted to do, which was get a city hall to get extra gold on the resource round. Oh well. Bad decisions. This Death Knight has a good lead on you and your troops, and he has not squandered that lead. Smoldering ruins were here not too long ago. Now the land is recuperating, but it will be a while before the lush swamps heal the land. For the time being, plants and trees are starting to quickly grow back in certain areas, but others are still a little bare. The first lieutenant asks why you're smiling to yourself. It's difficult to burn these swamps. There is much water to extinguish the fires. These fires burned large sections of the forest and mountains, but the land is healing faster than they might have expected. Only outsiders do not understand how quickly our swamplands recover. Your smile turns to a grimace at the sight of an old passage leading underground, and piles of decaying bodies at the entrance. Here is why many of the Tatalians fled below ground. Now you must free them because the undead blindly followed. Upon entering, you hear chilling howls and haunting underground tunnel sounds. The sheer size of these caves, however, make it impossible to say where the wailing is coming from. The undead could be miles away or lurking in shadows just a turn of a tunnel away. Seeing how your troops start trembling in fear, you pass them and push on. Every fiber of your body tells you to turn away and hide, but you know this is not an option. Troops need a dauntless leader they can follow. You gather your magic to light the path ahead and speed up your pace to shake off your own shivers. Soon, all of your men follow. Birthday present. Excuse me, one of your lieutenants approaches cautiously, knowing your bad mood the past few days. We understand it was your birthday a few days ago. Well, we've gotten you a little something. Curious, you accept the rolled-up scroll. It turns out to be a copy of a letter from the outside witch Baltrin was talking about. It is addressed to the great leaders of Tatalia. The situation is dire. We are overrun with undead. All of the villages have fallen in the area. We are few, and the enemy is twice as great in number. It has been confirmed that Lord Hart has raised from the dead, and is leading his followers, who are all liches and death knights. They are burning the swampland until there is nothing left. Help us, or all of Tatalia will burn. Tiva. With the delivery of this message, the leaders had no choice but to investigate such a claim. If Lord Hart were truly on the loose, then it would take precedence over a witch using fire. The leaders have been stalled, at least for now. You love your birthday present. Alright, now I have to flag 2 locations, and on the second location I engage in combat with an enemy hero. Whenever I trigger combat with neutral units, the first drawn bronze will be a few zombies, and the first drawn silver will be a pack of wraiths. I am going to discard these 2 cards. And then I'm going to... 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. I need 2 more, so I gotta shuffle and draw. Okay, I'm going to spend this. Search your deck. 3. I will take this. Then I will shuffle these into my deck. Flip my tokens. And it is a resource round because it's round 5. So that means 25 gold. 2 building material, and no valuables because the stupid greedy dragon takes my valuable. So, begin with going here, getting a treasure. Artifact. My choices are, that's abilities. Torso of Legion. Or Pendant of Second Sight. I will take the Torso of Legion. And as an instant... No, calm down. Last time I was blowing through my material. Alright, we'll go here. We'll go to the stable. We'll get a movement point back. We will spend that movement point to discover this tile, which we will put here. Okay. And that is that. Okay. Boots of Speed, instant, gain a movement point. Spend that movement point, go to this Mage Guild. For 3 gold, search the spell deck. Visions and Bless. I'll take Bless. Visions was a fire spell, but I don't really want to use it. Alright, we'll spend a movement point to go here. Get a morale and a movement point. So I will spend... No. You know what? Yeah, I'll spend my morale token now and draw a card. Not quite what I would hope for. So that would be level 6 encounter. I'm fast running out of being able to do. Ugh. Let me see what that spring does again. I think I can get a card from my discard pile. Yeah, I can look at the top 3 in my discard pile and take one back into my hands. So I'm going to actually use my Scholar and remove it from the game to remove 2. Nope, can't. These are all empowered already. Lame. Well, I've got to do some fighting then or something. I can't use that. Let's see. Level 6 would be... Yikes. 2 gold, 2 silver, and a bronze. I think I have to burn some turns here to get back to... get some more resources. Yeah, it's +2 attack, +2 power. I don't know why I'm taking so long to think about this. You know what? I'm level 5, so we're going to do movement point to go here. And then movement point to go here, which is the Tree of Knowledge, which I'll bury, I believe, 10 gold. Yeah, I'll spend 10 gold to go get 2 experience points, which puts me up to level 6.5. Because I get 2 experience points from that. All right. Now I can... these things can flee, and I can just flag them. So, level 6, I gain my last fire magic card. During this combat, all your spells from the school are cast at +2 power. I need some fire magic. I'm a fire witch with a bunch of air and water magic. Not really conducive to doing much. Okay. So that's level 6. That would be a same level encounter then. They don't flee. I'm at 6.5. Okay. We'll just wait on that. We'll just burn that last movement point. I don't need it. We'll save it for another turn. Can I build anything? Blood Obelisk. City Hall. Nest upon the pond. I don't think I can do that one. Nope, I've only got the 2 valuables. We're going to spend the Torso of Legion immediately to gain a valuable, which I get back from the stupid greedy dragon. Can't do much there. City Hall is 10. 3, 4, we'll take that. by the city hall. I'm going to be slow going here until next resource round, because I can't do any of these fights with these piddly little units. Basilisk I could upgrade for 9 gold. We'll see. We'll see if I need it. I can't fight this turn, so no need to rush into spending. That is it. Okay. New round. Flip those up. Astrologers proclaim it week of the annoying lizard. Each player must shuffle all artifact and spell cards from their hand back into their deck and draw the same number of cards from the top of their deck of Might and Magic. Oh. And that would be Dimension Door and Estates. Before I have to draw my hand limit from the turn, I can discard stuff. I will keep Scholar. I will discard Power. I will discard these 2 Fire Magics. And, you know, an instant can be done anytime, I believe. So before the next step, because if that's a separate part of the step, I'm going to use Estates as an instant. Play your turn. Discard any number of cards. Check your hand limit. If the number of cards is below your hand limit, draw up to your limit. Okay, so before I draw up to my hand limit, I'm going to use this as an instant because cards always overrule rule books in every game. We're going to gain 6 gold. Maybe that's a little cheaty, but instant means instant to me. So now my hand limit is 6. So 4, 5, 6. I don't want this fire magic stuff right now. Okay, this guy is going to go here, and we are going to draw. Look at the top 3 cards of your discard pile. You can take one of them and put the other back. You may look at the top 3 cards of your discard pile and take one of them back into your hand to return the remaining to the top of your discard pile in any order. Well, we're going to do Estates and instantaneously gain 6 more gold. Okay. And then we are going to spend a second movement point that's visited. We're going to go here, which I will take Pathfinding. Fields. Heroes. Pathfinding's alright. I don't want it. I don't think I want it. No, I'm going to take it. Okay. As an expert level ability, I can do 3 of those this turn. Your hero can move over the yellow border in blocked fields and cannot end movement on them. So we're going to spend a movement to go here, and we will move over the yellow border in blocked fields, but cannot end movement on them. Okay, well, we'll just say that we're going to go here. I got to get some action going here. This is going to be a level 6 combat, which is going to be a bronze, 2 silver, and 2 gold. So zombies are going to show up, and a pack of wraiths, and then 2 gold units. So I have to spend here. We've got this. We'll spend 7 to upgrade my dragonflies. We will spend 9 to upgrade my basilisks to a pack. We will spend 5 to upgrade my lizardmen, and gnolls kind of suck. I don't want them. Okay, let's fight. All right, and we've also got genies. Dread Knights. And Archdevils. Oh, man. Zombies get pushed to the back. Ooh, this might have been a bad idea. Well, with 10, 12, the Dragonflies are still first. Okay. 2 main targets are going to be the Dread Knights and the Archdevils, that's for sure. So, let's dive right in. First, we'll do this for fire magic. Search your deck for 3 and take 1. I will choose attack, the weaker attack, which will make sense once I shuffle this up. Okay, now as a second expert effect for this, that's a global effect. I can't do that in battle. Well, I took the... Well, I can use it as a second expert effect, whatever. I should have maybe taken the dragon armor. Okay. 10, 6. Man, this is going to be bad. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want to save that for the Dread Knights. Ugh. We will do 1, 2. Dragonflies are going to fight the genies at 3. So that's 3 against defensive 1 is 2 damage to the genies. The target is going to retaliate. They suffer an automatic -1 to attack, so 2. Against defensive 1, they do 1 damage back. Retaliation from the genies. Archdevils are next. They move to attack within 1 target space. Probably going to inflict some heavy D on the Dragonflies here. When attacking Archangels. Okay, nope. +1, 6 against a defensive 1. Yikes. That is going to be 5 damage. So, 2 drops it down to this. 3 remaining. They are dead. Wiped out in 1 swipe. But, at least they've activated. Well, at least nothing. That was bad. 9. Genies are going to go. This is terrible. Genies are going to attack my Gorgons. At 0, it's 3 against defensive 2, does 1 to them. Genies are activated. Gorgons are going to retaliate. At 0, 5, 4 more damage. That's enough to kill the genies. Okay, retaliated. Do I get a turn yet? 7, yes. Basilisks are going to go. We are going to go here and attack the Dread Knights. At 0, 4, does 3 to the Dread Knights. And Dread Knights retaliate. At +1, 6. Get defensive 1. It's going to be 5 damage. That's enough to drop these punks down to a few. That's retaliation. Wraiths are next. Wraiths are going to attack. They attack same tier first. So attacking the Lizardmen. That's going to be 4. So that's enough to drop them down by 1 extra. And this is awful. Lizardmen at +1, 3 against defensive 0. Then that is going to be 3. Okay, retaliation. Oh, 6. Nope, the Dread Knights. They are probably going to finish off the Basilisks. That +1 is 6 against defensive 1. Not enough. Basilisks go down. Uh-oh. This is bad. Okay. Gorgons are going to get a turn. And we are going to attack the devils. The archdevils, or arc, whatever. And can't do anything there. We'll give them +2. And then as an expert ability, give them +2 more. So +4. That's going to be 9. 10 against a defense of 2 is 8. That is enough to kill them. Okay. Activation. Lizardmen. They've got to attack the wraiths at -1. Boo. Does another damage. Wraiths retaliate at +1. That's enough to kill the lizardmen. I am probably going to lose. Okay. And now it is time for a new round. I got to spend my last movement point. Nope, not yet. Zombies are going to attack the Gorgons, who already retaliated that round. At +1, they do 1 more damage. Alright, now it's a new round. And Dread Knights are going to attack. At 0, 5 against defensive 2. There's 3 more. Drops the Gorgons down. Gorgons are going to retaliate. 4 does 3. You couldn't have killed him, dude. That's retaliation. And wraiths. Can't do anything there. Gorgons. Attacking the Dread Knights. At +1. It's 5. That's enough to kill the Dread Knights. Zombies. +1. 3 against defensive 2. That's going to be 1. And don't have the movement points to continue. Actually, nope, that's a global. Well, that stinks. Lost that fight. Alright, my hero auto retreats. All I have is Gorgons. They go to the field they visited last. So, we're going here. I'm going to have to just end rounds until I can afford gold tier units because I can't. I just blew through all my resources. So this is going to be a quick succession of rounds here, probably. But that's that round. What a flop. Okay, well, round 7, a resource round. Yeah, these are going to be fast. So it's going to be 25 gold, 2 building materials, and a valuable. And I'm going to take an instant bonus 5 gold from my city hall. Excuse me. Okay. Well, this one will go here. Search the spell deck. Oh, wait. My hand first. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll use estates as an instant. This time I already drew my cards, so then now we'll use Scholar to get rid of... I will... What happened to that regular power card I had? Oh, guess I didn't have it. Anyway, counter strike or remove obstacle. So I actually know that there's going to be some walls in an upcoming battle, so I'm going to choose remove obstacle. Or, yeah, I'll choose remove obstacle. As you can see, now I'm questioning everything. A little demoralized from what happened to me, I guess. Can't flag that mine yet. So we will go with movement. We'll go here. Movement to the trading post is nothing. And then movement to this level 4 encounter, which would be level 5, but I'm level 6. So finally something flees in terror. But all it is a scholar. Which is +1. I don't want the statistic cards again. Well, I guess, yeah, I do. I got another attack. So I am going to not do anything with that. And I am just going to end my turn, methinks. Unless I can build a nest on the pond. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. And nope, don't have enough building material. Alright, that's that round. Very fast. Okay, round 8, which is an astrologer's round. Astrologers proclaim it Week of the McGiver. At the beginning of the next round, each player can take one war machine of their choice from the war machine deck at no cost. Ooh, I will be doing that. And I was supposed to be doing events on the resource rounds, but I forgot, so we are going to forego events this game. So, that is going to be movement points, although I'm not really going to do much. We'll spend 2 movement points to go here, get a valuable from this windmill. Flagged. Do I want to get rid of anything? I will get rid of the attack card, and I will get rid of Fire Magic and Dimension Door. I'm already moving. What am I doing? Can't just get rid of cards. Ugh. Should do that at the beginning of the turn. Which Dimension Door cast it? 2 power, can move 2 fields away. So we'll just Dimension Door to right there, just to get rid of these cards. And then that's going to be it. I will say I much preferred the last time when I had Azure tier units by this time. Anyway, it's round 9. I'm going to discard this. I'm going to use this as an No, I'm not. I don't want to do that. I'm trying to use this stupid Scholar card that I said was so good, and I've not been able to use. So we will do... I will get rid of knowledge, and I'll just discard that card. I don't want it. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And now it is a resource round, so I will take bonus 3, 4, 5 gold from my city hall. My income of 25 gold. My 2 building materials. And my 1 valuable. Is that really all I have for building materials? The 1 mine, huh? Look at it any way you want. You're not going to see another one. Ugh, I should have chose that for my town. Anyway. Might as well just get movement points and head towards the trading post. Now I've got I've got to flag 1. 2 more locations after that. Okay. That's the round, I think. Okay, as expert now for Scholar, let me see if I have the cards in my discard pile. Yes, I'm going to get rid of these 2 attack cards and increase them to Empowered. Okay. Then spend Angel Wings. Chosen hero gets +1 movement. Choose him. He'll go to the trading post. I'll do some trades here. I will sell 10 gold, so it's 2 for 1. That'll bring me up to 9 building materials, which I will spend 9 building materials, 10 gold, and 4 valuables to build my nest upon the pond. Now I can recruit gold tier units. That is built. I forgot to flip that, but now let's see what I can do with my units here. Okay, before I reinforce any of these, well, not before I reinforce any of them, during this recruit, I will spend 14 to boost those up to a pack, spend 6 gold to buy the basilisks, 12 gold to buy the wyverns, and then 20 gold and a valuable to buy some hydras. Now I will got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 gold. I will do nothing. I think next resource round I got to make my moves, or that's it. Might actually have to do something this time. Nah, I'll wait till the next resource round. I've got till the end of round 12. So, we'll see how it goes. No, we won't. I've got to do something because I have to flag this mercury mine and this mine down here. So, if I don't start moving, this could be it. Spend a movement point. We'll go here. And again, I know the zombies are going to be up here by themselves. Well, maybe there could be a ranged unit. So, we'll set up. Well, do hydras, gorgons, and we've got another silver tier unit, vampires, gold golems, and manticores. So yep, zombies get pushed back. Okay. Now, at least I've got a little bit of speed this time. No, I don't. My units are not upgraded. So I have no speed. And 8, 8, 7. So they are first. Manticores are going to go here and attack. On a 0 or a +1 outcomes on the enemy's attack die, gain +1 defense. Okay, 4 against defensive 2. They do 2 damage. Gorgons retaliate. +1. 6 does 5. That's retaliation from them. Okay, vampires. Attacking the hydras. 0, 3 against defensive 3, nothing. No retaliation attack. So now that's them. 7. I have a 7. Okay, so I can go now with the wyverns. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We'll go here. And we'll attack the vampires. And we will place a faction cube on them. No, we will not attack the vampires. We'll attack the wraiths. 0. So 5 against defense of 0. Drops them down to a few. It's an activation on them. And wraiths retaliate. At 3 against defense of 1. 2 damage. Okay. 5, 5, 6. Gorgons. Gorgons are going to attack the manticores. And we are going to cast Bless with a expert level effect of 2 spell power. Ignore the attack die roll and gain +2 attack. So 5, 6, 7 against defensive 1. That's enough. I just wanted to guarantee the kill. Now 5, 5, 5. Okay, Hydras are going to go. And they have an attack of 6 against defense of 0. No need to even add anything to them. +1, 7 against defense of 0. Vampires are out. And now the basilisks are going to go. And we are going to give... Need to do... Okay, so 4 on a -1 would be 3. We'll just give them... We'll boost it up here. +4 attack. So 8, 7, 6, 5. And that was on a -1, paralyzed. So no retaliation attack. They activate and unparalyze themselves. Zombies are going to go here. Nope. Wraiths. Wraiths are going to attack the Hydras. +1, 4 against defensive 3. Does 1. Remove a damage from this unit. There is no damage. -1. Hydras do 5 back. Wraiths are dead. Okay. Hydras retaliated. And gold golems activated to get that. Zombies are going to go here and attack the wyverns. 2 against defensive 1. Wyverns +1, so they gain defense. 6, 5, 4 damage. That's enough to kill them. Spend a movement point to keep combat going. New round. I'm going to use this just to get rid of it. Cast all your spells at... Your fire spells at +1 or whatever. Okay, 7. Wyverns are first. We're just going to end this, hopefully. +1. 6. 4 damage. That's enough. That's better. Those gold tier units, man. Even beefed up silver tier was not doing it for me. So, got this little army. It's going to have to carry me, I think. So we flag that. Get the gold production right away of 5. Gold production goes up by 5. And we'll spend the last movement point to go up here. That's that round. It is round 10, which is an astrologer's round. Get my movement points. I will keep the obstacle spell. Okay. Oh, at the beginning of the next round, I forgot my war machine, which would have helped last game, or last match. But I'm going to choose a ballista. So I'm going to have a ballista in combat before this switches. I should have got that in the research round. Astrologers proclaim weak of the society. Each player gains a negative morale. Okay. And at the end of my turn, I have to discard all my cards. I don't think I can get positive morale. So oh, I'm level 7 now. That last combat boosted me up. I don't have to sit and do nothing. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'll save from the leveling up, which I forgot to do. Man, getting sloppy here. During the combat round, your range unit gains +1 or sorcery. I'll take sorcery. So I don't have to worry about that mine fight again. I'm max level now. Max headroom. We will spend 3 movement points. 1, 2, 3. I already visited that scholar earlier. They finally flee in terror. My valuables income goes up by 1. I get a valuable. And that is the turn. Well, no. We'll get off of the trading post. We'll spend just 1 movement, just in case I need to go back and boost up these gold guys. Okay, that is flagged. And at the end of my turn, because of my bad morale, I discard my bad morale token and discard my hand. No, I do not. It's if they gain a negative morale token while having a negative morale token, they discard all the cards at the end of their turn. So, that's still the end of the round. Alright, so, before I continue, the section in the campaign rulebook, which I read, I believe, at round 5, bad decisions of following Lord Hart or whatever into the caves, it says you have, from this point on, you have 2 locations to flag, and the second location will involve a fight with the enemy hero. I have not done that up here because I believe that that translation means I'm supposed to, these 2 locations. The second one I flag will make that battle happen. So even though I'm high enough level that these will flee, I'm just going to make the hero battle that I'm supposed to have happen on the second location that I flag. And I've got the end of this round, which is round 11, and the end of next round. If I don't do it by the end of round 12, I fail. So that's why you haven't seen the enemy hero battle yet, is because I was saving it for what I believe was supposed to be the last 2 locations. Because when you discover the field with the obelisk, you're supposed to read the bad decisions, but you can't move onto the field, which is until all the other locations are flagged. And that's when it says you go underground to the other obelisk. So I just mixed the 2 translations, and that's how it's going to be. Now at the start of the round, well, first it's a resource round. So I'm going to take 5 gold from my city hall, which could act as a trading post, but I got a guy close enough, so I'm not too worried about that. And I get 10, 20, 30 gold. Still just the 2 building material and 2 valuables. Okay. Refresh my movement points. I'm going to discard these 2 cards in hopes of something better. Torso of Legion and Boots of Speed. Okay. Well, as an instant, I'm going to use the Boots of Speed. Then gain a movement point, so I'll spend the movement point to go here, which teleports me down to here. I'll spend a movement point to go here, which flags this mine and increases my gold income, and I get 5 gold right away. We will spend a movement point to go here, search the spell deck, which I can choose Teleport or Magic Arrow. I will choose Magic Arrow because I need a little offensive magic. That's that visited. Then I will go here, and they flee in terror. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck, choose one, not even going to think about it. instant, boots of speed, gain a movement, go back to sanctuary. Alright, now I'm going to pause and see what I can do with my army. This is currently where I'm sitting. I've got a pack of Gorgons, so I just need to increase these 3 if I can. Alright, I'm going to go here, go to the trading post, and I will trade... Where's my trade thing? Here we go. I'm going to trade building materials for gold. Do I want to do that? No. So I'm 1 gold short. So I will trade... Yeah, I think I do want to do it. I have to. I'll trade a building material for gold, which I'll spend 9 gold. I'll spend 18 gold in a valuable and 28 gold in 2 valuables to increase these all to pack. No, I will not, actually. I'll get a refund here. Get a refund in just a moment. I'll take that building material back and instead use this as an instant. So I get 2 gold back because I had 8. And because the torso gives me a reinforced unit of 6 cost or less. So anyway. Yeah. Not that that's going to change anything. Anyway, Hydras are pack, Wyverns are pack, Basilisks are pack. And that will be that. Alright. And it is round 12, which is an astrologer's round. What terrible fate will befall me now? Astrologers proclaim week of the profuse growth. Until next astrologer's round, your hand limit is increased by 1. Okay, so my hand limit is now 8 for this turn. What do I want to do? Do I want to get rid of anything? No. So, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not a great hand to go into the final battle, but we'll see what we can do. Okay. We are going to spend movement point to go down here. Search the spell deck. Ooh. I'll take Magic Arrow. It's a cheap shot. It's pretty good. Probably could have taken Fire Shield, but I don't have any of those Fire Magic cards this time. Spend a movement point to go up here. See what I can get from the Witch's Hut. Okay. I will take it. I might as well. For the last battle, which isn't the neutral unit. It has to happen. So here we go. Let's take on... It is... Nagash, or Nagash. Alright. I am set up for the final battle. Nagash has a pack of Liches, a pack of Vampires, a pack of Dread Knights, and a pack of Wraiths. I am going to cast this as an expert instant. Before any unit activates, play a spell card. This spell does not count toward your spell limit per combat round. So I'm going to do this, and I will spend this as an... this as an instant, my second of 3 expert effects to add 2 spell power and draw a card. I can remove 3 obstacles from the game board. Sorry, Wyverns, but those are going to be removed, and I gotta draw a card, so I gotta shuffle up and draw. Just please don't be the Torso of Legion. Ah! Pfft. Got the stupid spell I just cast, and I didn't want. Well, I guess I can use it as power. Alright, that doesn't count towards my spell limit per turn. So we are going to cast then, well, at the beginning of each combat round, deal 1 damage to the enemy with the lowest initiative. 7, 9, 9, 7. I'm going to choose the Liches. I will cast Magic Arrow. Then I will sacrifice this for a power. And as my second expert level, or my third expert level effect, I will cast with... Oh, I would only need to do... No, I'll use Fly as an instant. And that's 2 spell power, which does... The Magic Arrow will do 3 damage. Then, Empowered Knowledge. Play this after casting a spell to put this back into my hand. So I will do 3 damage to the Liches. And the Magic Arrow goes back into my hand. My spell count again increases by 1 for this. And I can't get any of these back into my hand, so I will cast Magic Arrow again. This time at 0 spell power. No. I have 1 more expert level effect. I could do 3. Yeah, I'll cast it as a 0 level to do 1 damage, dropping these Liches down to a few. Alright. And I'm at 11, so I'd still be doing all this legally because I have reached initiative first, even though intelligence let me do things beforehand. We will then go 1, 2. Wyverns are going to attack the Wraiths. Place 2 faction cubes on the target at the beginning of their activation. Remove 1 of them and inflict a wound. Alright. 6 against defense of 0. That's enough to drop them down to a few and carry over 1 damage. And we will say... Wrong unit. Wraiths retaliate at -1, 2 against defense of 1. 1 damage. Alright. 9, 9, 6, 7, 7. Dread Knights. Cast a spell. Draw a spell and cast it on the unit with the highest defense. Slow. In the player's army. Cast at 1 spell power. So -2. Until the end of the combat, the selected unit suffers -2 initiative. Highest defense. Or highest initiative. No, highest defense. 1, 1, 3, 2. Boo! So they are slowed. So they suffer -2 to their initiative, which puts them at Wraith level. Dread Knights are going to go here and attack the Hydra, who as an instant I'm going to give them defense +1. So +1. 7 against defense of 4. That's going to be 3. And on a +1, the attack die increase this unit's total attack by another 1. So 4 to my Hydras, who are going to retaliate at -1. So 6, 5, 4. 4 back to you. You retaliated. And they have 6 health left. Okay, 9. Vampires are going to go. Use a skill. Use the skill as described in the scenario. It's sorcery. And if it's the first combat round, shuffle this back into the AI deck. Okay. It's now attacking the Gorgons, who don't get to retaliate, at +1. 6 against defense of 2 is going to be 4 damage. Okay. And that is an activation from them. 6, 7. My Basilisks are going to go here and attack that. I don't know why I have a cube on them. was not there earlier, but they activated. Anyway, 6/6 Gorgons are going to activate, and I will give them Dragon Scale Armor for +2 attack against the vampires. 7, 6, 5. So it does enough to drop with 1 carryover. And that's activation from them. That's an activation from them. However, roll the 2 combat die on a 0/0. Nothing. They're activated. They already retaliated. Vampires are going to retaliate at 0. 4. It's 2 damage. 1 carryover. They drop down to a few. 1 carryover. Now, Liches are going to go, and they're going to attack the Basilisks. However, cast a spell. Magic Arrow. Unit with the highest defense. That's still the Hydras. So, 2 damage to the Hydras. Ugh. Okay. And they will attack the Basilisks. -1. So 2 against defensive 1. That's going to be 1 damage. And that's activation from them. Now the Hydras are going to go, and they are going to attack the Dread Knights at a base of 7 attack. 7 against defensive 2 is 5. So we've got 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 2 carries over. Okay, I don't have any other adjacent units to attack. Dread Knights retaliate. 4 against defensive 3 is 1 more damage. So 2, 4, 6, 7. Alright, they retaliated. Wraiths are going to go. They receive a damage from this cube, but heal a wound on activation, which I believe they had a damage on them. That's probably when I went and forgot an AI card. I forgot to take that off or put it back on. But anyway, Wraiths are activating. Defense, put this card on the unit with the highest health in the army. When this unit is about to be attacked, it gains +1 defense. So, 7 Dread Knights. We will just do attack on the Wyverns at 0, 3 against defensive 1, 2, and we are going to retaliate. That even with a -1, that would have been. That's why I didn't really care about that damage token being there or not. The Wraiths are dead. This is not a neutral combat, so I do not have to spend a movement point. It is a new combat round. Wyverns have initiative. They are going to attack the Dread Knights at 6. Does 4. And we will... what am I doing? I won't put the faction cubes on there because I'm about to kill this fool. Okay, so they're going to retaliate at -1. 4 still does 3. Yeah, 4 with a defensive 1 does 2. I still put a 3 on there. Wow. Okay. No. Yeah. His attack was 4. He has a defensive 1. He does 3. Wow. That's 5. And as an instant here, I'm going to cast this with a spell power to do 2 damage. Even though I only need 1, I'm going to blow away these Dread Knights here. Oh, he was attacked. Oh, Well, does the 2 damage. I forgot his card. So yeah, that's accurate of what I had to do to kill him. Because he had the defense from the AI card. And I would have needed 2 to hit him. Plus 2 spell power, 2 damage. Magic arrow kills him. Okay, activated. 6, 7 basilisks. 1, 2, 3. Basilisks are going to attack the vampires. 0, 4. Against defensive 1 does 3. They're dead. Now, Liches, they're going to shoot at basilisks. 0, 3 does 2. Gorgons are going to go and attack the... Hold on. Liches get the +1 defense. +1. So 4 against a defense of 2. Does 2 damage. And I don't believe it keeps that. I think it's just like my skill cards where it goes away. Alright, Hydras. Gonna end it here. I'm pretty positive. Oh yeah, it's the start of a combat round. Ballista. So much going on. I'm ready to just end this round. I'm making a bunch of mistakes, but 0. So 7 against defensive 1 is 6. Yeah, they're dead. Okay, that was a sloppy end, but I still did it. After going, oops, forgot that, oops, forgot that, oops, forgot that, and having to refilm it 3 times because I went through it twice forgetting the AI cards. So I had to cut back to the first minute and do it right because I was like, man, I'm steamrolling this army. But that is the final flagged spot, and thus the end of the round. Well, the paragraph, the end of the campaign level. The last of them. The fight was long and tiring. Your men scatter. Some are still looking for surviving undead to finish them off, while the rest sluggishly setting up a provisional camp. They looked no better than the undead they were fighting moments ago. While inspecting the area, in one of the ravines you find hundreds of frightened gnolls. Not until the horrid creatures were crushed would they dare come out. Seeing the menace gone, they greet you joyfully. Looks like you could save at least some of your people. Within the rear guard, you see a commotion. A messenger is rushing towards you. He hands you the official response to Tiva's letter. Depending on what they decided, things could turn really ugly.
Tiva, we have assessed the immediate situation. It is definitely Lord Hart and his followers who are burning Titalia, not the Fire Witch. Henceforth, any indiscretion on her part will be assessed at a later date. We will send aid as soon as possible. Continue with your excellent progress, leaders.
You laugh out loud. Alright, now to build my deck for the next and third act of the Fortress campaign. So, again, referring to page 19 in the mission book that comes in the core game, finishing the mission and after each scenario, from your current deck, take out all statistic cards and level 1 specialty card and set them aside. So those statistics that I've empowered and stuff are helping me definitely get a head start on the future campaign levels because I get all of the statistic cards I have, so taking a statistic from a scholar is not a bad choice. So let's see what I have to work with. Alright, so here's what I can pick from. I gotta pick 5 of these. I noticed last few rounds I could have done better in combat, so I'm taking the Ballista. So that's going to be 1. Taking the Boots of Speed. And I will be taking Flight. 2 more. Estates and Angel Wings. There we go. So, my deck going into the third act is going to be 2 empowered attacks, a regular attack, 2 powers, 1 empowered power, 2 empowered knowledge, a defense, a ballista, boots of speed, fly, angel wings, and estates.